At 74, he thought learning technology would make life easier. But one simple voice command turned into a family mystery. Asterisk at 74, Mr. Henry had finally decided it was time to move with the times. After years of using a basic phone that could only make calls, his grandson gifted him a brand new smartphone with a voice assistant. "Grandpa, this phone can do everything," his grandson said excitedly. "You just have to talk to it." Henry adjusted his glasses and nodded slowly. "Talk to it. I've been talking to people my whole life. How hard can it be?" The next morning, Henry sat at his kitchen table with a cup of tea, ready to test his new device. He held the phone carefully, like it was something very delicate, and said clearly, "Call my friend Robert." Nothing happened. He frowned and tried again. Louder this time. "Call my friend Robert." Still nothing. Henry sighed. "This thing doesn't listen at all." Just then, his wife walked into the kitchen and calmly said, "Henry, you have to unlock the phone first." "Oh," Henry said, slightly embarrassed. He tapped the screen a few times and suddenly the phone came to life. "Now," he said confidently. "Watch this." He cleared his throat and spoke again. "Call my friend Robert." This time, the phone responded, but instead of calling Robert, it started playing loud music. Henry jumped slightly in surprise. "I didn't ask for a concert." After a few confused taps, he somehow stopped the music. "All right," he said calmly. "Maybe I'll try something easier." He thought for a moment and said, "Set a reminder for 3 p.m. The phone beeped. "Reminder, set for 3 a.m. Henry blinked. "I don't wake up at 3 a.m. unless something is seriously wrong," he muttered, determined not to be defeated. Henry continued experimenting. He asked about the weather, tried sending a message, and even accidentally took several close-up photos of his own face. By the afternoon, he felt like he was finally starting to understand how the phone worked. Feeling proud, he decided to send a voice message to his family group chat. He pressed the button and spoke clearly. "Hello everyone. I am learning how to use this new phone. Everything is under control." Satisfied, he pressed send. A few seconds later, his phone started buzzing non-stop. Messages began pouring in. "Grandpa, are you okay? Do you need help? Should we come over?" Henry looked confused. "What is happening?" he said. His wife picked up the phone, read the message, and tried not to laugh. "Henry, listen to what you sent." She played the voice message. Instead of his calm sentence, the message said, "Hello everyone. I am learning. Everything is under control. Help. Control. Help." Henry stared at the phone in disbelief. "I did not say that." Within 10 minutes, his daughter called. "Dad, we're coming over right now." Henry tried to explain. No, everything is fine." But it was too late. Soon, the entire family arrived at the house, worried and asking questions. "Are you all right? What happened? Did something go wrong?" Henry stood in the middle of the living room, slightly embarrassed but still calm. Finally, he raised his hand and said, "Everyone relax. The only problem here is this phone thinks it's smarter than me." There was a moment of silence. Then slowly, everyone started laughing. Even Henry couldn't help but smile. Later that evening, as the house became quiet again, Henry sat back in his chair with his cup of tea. He looked at his phone, then gently placed it on the table. With a soft smile, he said, "Maybe I don't need a smartphone. I just need a peaceful day." Asterisk at a certain age, peace becomes more valuable than perfection. And sometimes, the simplest life is the happiest one.